big smile on your face, big win over Castres, through to the semi-finals. Leinster are lurking. Dare you start thinking of that?
Yeah, obviously we've got a few games between now and then. I must admit, like you say, we were all sat at home watching that game last night thinking, how do you stop these lot? Like they seem to just ask so many questions, and when you sit back and let them get into their flow, it almost looks unstoppable at times. But look, we're going to go there and try and ruffle some feathers and try and put them off their flow, and hopefully then they start asking questions of each other a little bit.
Finn, let's look at the early part of this game. You go out to an early lead. Tommy Freeman gets his try. He pretends he's a lawnmower, and then Castres. There's a shake of the head there. Is this? Did you know this was coming? You look like a disappointed parent.
I was fuming because he didn't put the ball down under the post because he was thinking about his stupid celebration. Honest joker.
He knows how good you are. What about those moments when it started to get a little bit rocky? Castres are coming back at you. You're making a few mistakes. Penalties are going against you. Disallowed tries. How do you keep the show on the road?
Yeah, I think like it's what we always speak about. It's just reverting back to what we know. I felt like we threw loads at them and created loads of opportunities, and if we were just a little bit more clinical on some edges or a little bit tidy around the breakdown, then the general feeling I had or within the group was that the tide was going to turn. So although it was pretty cagey going into half-time at 2017, like the message was just keep chucking our game at them, and it did really feel like the tide was turned, and the energy and tempo we'd put into the game would take their toll on their big boys, which I think around 55 minutes we scored a couple of tries, and that felt like we got them over the line at that point.
The injury to George Hendy after 3 minutes, hopefully he's going to be all right. Looked a little bit painful. On comes George Furbank, probably a bit earlier than he wanted to. First of all, quick welfare check on him, if we can ask. He looked to be in a little bit of pain with his arm. Is he?
Yeah, I think he's all right. I think he got a whack on the plate he's got in his arm, but I think he'll be all right. He just wanted to get clapped off.
well, he achieved that. What dynamic does he add to the game as soon as he comes back onto the pitch?
Yeah, he's a real classy operator, isn't he? After however long out, to come on and play like he did, see space for the guys around him like he did. He's just a real calming presence, and I feel like people talk about that a lot of the time, but to put you in my shoes at 10, to have another playmaker that sees space, whether that be front line, to hit tight or to move the ball to the edges, is so valuable. It's almost like he can just sit in the back of the car and tell me what to do and I'll drive it, kind of thing. So yeah, I thought he was class today, and he'll only get better as well, which is exciting.
What do you need to tie down a little bit firmer for your encounter against Leinster? You've said that it's a few weeks away, and 50 points is a good day's work, but this is Leinster we're talking about.
Yeah. The pressure at the breakdown's going to go up a notch. I thought we were okay in that area today. Could have been a lot sharper. Cass got a lot of joy on the floor, especially in that first half an hour. So we know they're going to come after that. So we'll really look to tighten that area up, and then ultimately it's just about doing what we do and backing it. I think if you go over to Dublin against that team and wait and see what they're going to do, you've almost lost already.
We were there last year, and there was a bit of nervousness amongst the group in that first half in the semi-final. A lot of uncharacteristic mistakes from your side. Do you think a year later it's that belief that you can go there and actually play your game and win? Because by the end of the game, you probably should have won it.
Yeah.
Beginning of the game, too many mistakes, really.
100%. I'd be the first to admit the intensity they brought probably hit us in the face and shocked us a little bit. Like it's like a proper test match energy, just pressuring us everywhere, whether that be with their real line speed defence or, like I said, going after every breakdown. So I'd like to think now we face that once, we know what's going to come, and hopefully it's not going to shock us, but saying that's one thing, stopping it's another. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Great stuff. Well, your head has been buzzing all afternoon. We don't need to fire any more questions at you. We're going to let you kick back and relax. Many congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Well done indeed. Well done indeed. Enjoy a bit of downtime.
Thank you, guys.